DF memory map is almost done, I think. Okay, good. So DF hack is a tool that, like, hacks Dwarf Fortress. You could theoretically, you can, I suppose, use it to cheat, but more than anything, it does a lot of game fixes. This is a very buggy game, so there's a lot of bug fixes and things like that that use that. DF hack is like a library that lets you sort of get into the memory of Dwarf Fortress and make changes. So it's got a lot of bug fixes and also more automated tools, because when you get to a huge fortress, it's quite hard to manage. There we go. Wood's being carried over here to the Craft Dwarf's workshop. We have bolts now. Excellent. We have a butcher shop in place. We do. Slaughter. Slaughter a horse. I'm sorry, but we gotta. Gather refuse from outside until we get our butcher shop in a better place, and we'll make a refuse stockpile. Big garbage dump right over here. Okay. But I should set up a proper butcher shop. So, here's what I'm gonna do. Right over here, I'm gonna dig out a little space for a butcher shop. The workshop U. What are the blocks? Okay, that's fine. And then dig out this way, and then smooth this out. So what happens is, was that not stone? Right, no, this is clay. I can't smooth that. So what happens, I was trying to say, in a butcher shop, you butcher the animal, and then some of the meat and bones and sinew and stuff stick around, so they become, they start to rotten. And then the air gets polluted with miasma that makes dwarves sick, so it's not good. So one solution is you can put it outside, and then the miasma just goes into the, just into the air right away and never bothers anyone. The other thing you can do is something like this. I'm gonna put a little fortification here. Fortification is like arrow slits, and that is gonna allow the stuff to get vented outside. Wonder how it sets this FPS. Oh, well, this frame rate, I mean, first of all, that's the cap. Like, I got it set to cap at 100, and it'll be quite high for now until more people arrive, like now. We got our first wave of migrants already? Okay, how much you want to bet that some of them are going to be, were lizards? Okay, let's unpause and see which ones show up here. Oh, they brought birds with them. Peachicks. Oh. So we're gonna have some peafowls. Peacocks and peahens. Alright, I think everyone's arrived. Looks like one of them is a kid. Breed dwarves. So what do we got? We got a migrant weight of 4, which is not very much. How do we identify the kids? 3-year-old. 140, 140. So one child. Sebim, thank you very much for subscribing. Bartholomew says that they're all were lizards. That's probably true. So it looks like we might have gotten like one family. Well, they all have different names, but still. All right, next up in the list is Power 46 wants to have someone. And at this point, I'm just going to go by the order. Maybe we'll assign some jobs. This is someone who's a tanner and a farmer. It's nice to have someone with a little bit of skills. We have like an expert potash maker. Potash is like a useless skill that we really don't care about. So Power 46 is going to be that. If someone did want to be a mason, though. Right over here. Christernja. We got a ninja who wants to be a mason. We got some masonry skills there, which is nice. We'll also put you on a stone detailing job as well. All right, let's commit these changes for now. So the baby. Who's going to be the baby? We're going to have Vesuvius, who wanted to be a leader, is going to be a baby. I'm sorry. And Ustath over here, who has no skills whatsoever. Totally unskilled dwarf. Maybe she has some military skill. Ooh, an axe dwarf. Yeah, actually a relatively good fighter type. So we're gonna have a Hadros Swede. Hadros Swede? Maybe a Swede? Hadros the Swede? I don't know. There we go. Everyone's assigned. Good. Unpause. And more importantly, we've got more people to haul some goods. Someone will smooth that out at some point. So we're going to build a new butcher's shop over here. I will use the micro line. That's fine. We need to set up more workshops. We need Masonry's workshop. Mason's workshop is one of the most important workshops early on. You know what? We have lots of chalk. It's probably fine to use it. We also need a carpenter's workshop, which we don't have yet. Let me put it in the back so it doesn't block things. Metalsmith's forge. We don't even have an anvil. We're gonna have to buy one from a wagon that comes by. Ooh, a mechanic's workshop is a good one. And obviously we're gonna need to get stills and kitchens. Oh, again, it's gonna block the doors if I do that. Still. The farmer's workshop and kitchen's not actually that important. There's a few things they can do, though. So I do like to get them down relatively early. There's the farmer's workshop and then kitchen. There we go. All right, get a few more things down here. Butcher shop's being done. Cannot reach site. Sometimes they'll get in each other's way, but theoretically... building zoom. Stop suspending. Stop suspending. You guys will be able to reach there. You're just getting in each other's way, right? Or there's an object waiting to be moved. That's probably it. We'll come back to it. Meanwhile, I will tear down the craftswork's workshop and the bowyer's workshop. Our horse has been slaughtered, and theoretically, we have tanners. And again, I think for now I'll have like maximum tanners. The worst thing is when you have like some piece of skin that doesn't get tanned in time, and then it goes bad. But oh, we do have leather. You can see it down here. We have some horse leather. Okay. So what we need... Oh, we need a manager assigned. We need some bosses. Expedition later. Teg has got that. Good. Young boy Jimmy, thank you very much for subscribing. So we're going to set a manager, which will probably... because no one's got any skills that matter. We'll set Teg to be the manager. Right now, we don't need an office or anything for that, which is going to be nice. So now I can assign jobs this way. We're going to say we want a leather quiver. And just a one shot of that. So that job will get queued up. Someone will eventually go and make that. Again, I think it'll be at the Dwarf workshop. Try to unsuspend these two and hope they work. I'll dig some more tunnels through here, just to try to make it less likely that people get stuck on stupid things. We've got that dug out. Good. What I'm going to do right now is just set up a few more staircases that dig down. We'll come back to you. I'm going to set a new hotkey over here. Right here at the gate. This is going to be... there, the F1 hotkey. Boom. Very convenient. Leather its own workshop. I do have a leather workshop. Make leather quiver is queued up. Hopefully someone's got that job. Yeah, I forgot about that. I said craft dwarf, but I was wrong. And someone's working leather. One person is assigned to it. Again, no one's got any skill for it right now, but so anyone can do it. Ideally, you get the most highly skilled people to do the jobs that are appropriate for them. Let's go and queue up bed. We're going to queue up 10 beds. Rock door. We're going to get, let's say 14 of those. Rock throne. 10. Rock table. 10. Keep our mason busy for a while. And we do have someone who's actually skilled in masonry, right? Like, actually skilled? Just barely. Cursor Ninja. Alright, we'll take away the farming from you, because you'll be busy doing other things. And speaking of farming, so... this is kind of annoying. In that we don't have regular soil. We do have clay. I don't know if you can farm on clay. And even then, we don't have a lot of it. What is this? This was more jet. Silty clay. I don't remember if you can farm on clay or not. I guess we'll find out. Probably not on this level. There's quite a bit of clay over here. So what I'm thinking is... Oops. Dig. Up, down staircase. We're going to go up one level from here. Like that. And then we're just going to dig like a long tunnel here. And we're just going to like see what kind of clay we might have available for making some proper... Yeah, clay is farmable. Excellent. That'll be really good then. So we want to get... So there's two types of farms. There's farms you can do outside. And there's farms that you do inside. And they do different things. How's our food? We got some meat, some plants, seeds, and drink. Yeah. We could tell some dwarves to gather some more plants. Keep that going. Keep getting some berries and things like that. Anyone who's idle right now can basically get plant gathering. Which is here. Anyone who's idle obviously doesn't have enough work to do. Some of those are miners, though. They probably... Or I guess it was paused, too. It doesn't help. 0 idlers. Alright, keep loading up on berries and things early on. It'll be a good source of food. Go up one level. See how that's coming along. Not at all. Why? Oh, because they're still busy building all my downward stairs. What is this stuff? Orthoclase. I don't know what that is. Some sort of rock. Chalk. More orthoclase. Sphalerite. Oh, there's a nice wall. I always like that. Okay, we've smoothed this out. So now what we want to do is we want to carve fortifications into the smoothed out wall. That'll give us our arrow slits and everything will be awesome. I can dismantle this butcher's workshop. I also can take away the order where I was telling the dwarves that they could go ahead and gather refuse from outside, which was required to clear out that butcher's workshop. But now we can just get rid of that. We've got some bones starting to come. Got lizard remains, horsehair, skulls, lots of bones. So we can make our next set of bolts out of bones. Bone bolt. They're still not great. They're not as good as metal, but at least we don't use any of our wood that way. Chalk is fluxstone, used to make steel. Yeah, we've got lots of that. Chalk, granite. A few of the others are fluxstone. Conflict. Wombat is fighting. Oh! Bolts are being shot. Teg is fighting. Wait, Teg is actually... He actually did have the gear. I thought when I checked him, he didn't have equipment on him. We haven't built a quiver yet. No, we did build a quiver. Didn't we? Oh, sweet. I'm awesome. Teg is wielding an ashen crossbow. He's hauling some horse intestines. He's got a horse leather quiver. Okay, we built the quiver, we got the crossbow. He successfully equipped himself with bolts, which sometimes is the glitchiest thing in the universe to do in this game. Bam. So he's gonna go and hunt critters. We got cocktail men and mosquito women. This is less than ideal. But anytime there's sort of wild creatures around, Teg will hunt them. They'll get butchered, we'll get leather, it will be great. Speedy Savant. Thank you very much for joining the party. And I'm feeling quite the savant right now, having successfully executed that. So yeah, we're going to try to get our farming going. And then we'll be in pretty good shape. Let's check our jobs. Beds, doors. It's still a little bit slow there. And we have suspended jobs? We do. Oh yeah, these things are still suspended. Let's see if they suspend one more time. No. Whatever was in their way has probably been moved. There's probably a rock that someone's going to try to move, and then things happen. There we go. We got our doors coming. So my plan is to build some doors at the entrance here. Now, doors have to be touching a wall, so we'll have to build a wall in between. So build, construct wall. I'm going to put it right back in here. Sure, we'll use microline. It's blue, it's pretty. Then we're gonna build a door here. And door here. Like that. And then we can lock the doors. Now, some of these things can be destroyed now. It used to be impossible for creatures to destroy like walls and stuff, but now I think the wall bashers are properly, and not only that, but there are now people who can climb and jump over things. It's going to be a very different experience. I haven't gotten a chance to play with that yet. Ignat says, you can trade with the mosquito woman if you want some cheap malaria. So, wine barrel. Oh, is the food area full? It basically is. So you know what? Let's make another food stockpile. Actually, sometimes it makes sense to split one from the other. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make this stockpile only be for food. We're going to forbid the drinks. Also the seeds, because it can fill up pretty fast on that. And then this one over here, we're going to change it so that we're going to block all. It's only for drink. Permit. That avoids certain problems. And then near our farms, we will set up our seed stockpiles, is what we're going to do. Assuming we've got enough clay here to actually build a farm. Which I'm not sure that we do. Maybe down here. This might be very clayey. We'll have to see. Carnelian clusters. Tons of gems. Lots of different stone. Every stone in this game has like different properties and stuff. It's really crazy. Oh, the other thing I will do is actually make a small wood stockpile over here. Just because if I do have to sort of lock ourselves in, then at least we've got some wood nearby. Also, it'll make the carpenter's job a little bit easier. Cancelled building. Something blocking sight. Okay, let's just remove that building. Well, the mechanics workshop got done, which is good. Tell you what, we will make a dump. How do we make a dump? Is it with the I button? You make a zone. Make a small dump over here. Garbage dump. And then I'm going to tell my dwarves to dump these 2 rocks. Get them out of the way right away. Normally they move them, but every now and again something funky happens. Ben Nosuke. Thank you for subscribing. Or maybe it's Benno. I don't know. All I can do is guess. How do you make a dump? #1 potty training book. Dumps 101. Okay, everyone's busy. There's probably a lot of storing of things. We've got all the food. Still has to be brought in from the outside. Right now our dwarves are relatively busy doing that, and that's fine. There's still a lot of dwarves that are picking plants from earlier, which is okay, because we actually will need the food supply. What's our season? We're the 17th of Malachite. Midsummer is where we are right now. Okay, that's good. Ideally, we'd also like to start producing some goods before the first caravan happens, because we want to be able to trade something. I'm actually going to start that now. Oh, I don't have the craft workshop. Is that what got canceled and would never build? Build, workshop, and things haven't been dumped yet. We really need the craft dwarf stuff to kick in. You know what? We may want like 3 craft dwarf workshops going on. It's super important. Should we make mugs again or varied things? Let's see what people think. Everyone's still bringing in all the food. And doing some digging, of course. Oh, okay, so is this is clay floor? It is, silty clay. So, let's see what kind of farming area we can end up with over here. Oops, not chop down trees, but do this. And do this. I'm just trying to be careful not to, like, poke outside. I want this area to still be sheltered internally. And they're still hauling goods back and forth. No one's built that wall yet. Doors are being built. That's good. We still don't have beds. People are going to start getting kind of pissy soon because they don't actually have anywhere to sleep. I have to remember to put a door here, actually. That's actually really important because it's important to keep any miasma that comes out of the butcher's workshop. We got to make sure it doesn't go into the fortress. It just goes outside and then gets flushed. Pal thinks we need a rock stockpile. Well, I'm dumping the rock, so no. And a rock stockpile is not usually good. Umulium. What's the atomic number of that? Umulium. Hadrosui has become an herbalist. A lot of people are becoming herbalists right now. My dwarves are really into, like, herbals, man. And that's because I have a bunch of them set to pick plants, and so they're getting a few points in that. It's good that they're bringing in the plants, but it also means they're not doing other things. Okay, that first rock finally got dumped. Still waiting for another one to get out of there. And again, these rocks should mostly move on their own. I'm just kind of forcing the issue to try to make my life a little bit better. Build, workshop, craft dwarf. Oh, because you can't get to the bottom. That's why. See, you can't really tell, but two of these X's are darker, and that means dwarves can't walk through there. And I suspect that just the way things were arranged, there was no way to walk from here to there. So with that in mind, I should almost put my craft workshop somewhere else. Or you know what? Let's just dig out an extra row over here, and then it'll get rid of that problem. We need bedrooms, we need a big dining room. We'll be able to get there soon. These rocks should move on their own. Yeah, it should be living rocks. Oh god, that makes me think of the Masterwork mod. There's like living stone, and if you dig into it, sometimes they summon these like rock creatures that are unkillable by any but the best weapons. And you don't have them at first, so it's like, it's really bad. Stupid living stone. Okay, that, we can farm some of this. Let's set the first one up right away. These are going to be individually relatively small farms. Well, that one's pretty big. And so we got to wait for a farmer to come over there and just till the soil, and then we can tell him to use, oh, and we need our plant stockpile, our seed stockpile. Something like that. There's no seasons anymore for the growing, is what I noticed at some point. It kind of surprised me. And speaking of seasons, I think we're getting an autosave right now. Oh, maybe not. It is raining, though. We got a message earlier, and you can see little drops of water hitting, and the dwarves will get wet. Wow. There's some crazy slowdown going on right now. I'm not used to that. I'm used to the game performing quite a bit better, especially at this phase. Oh, my wall got built. There we go, so we got our doors there. Now, these doors are... I think these are fine. Yeah, so dwarves should be able to use these. I think monsters by default can't, and I can just lock them later on if need be. I'll probably replace this with a drawbridge later on. So, we're going to set up plump helmets here. And we're going to build another plot over here for cave wheat. Like that. These are going to be pretty big farms. They should actually do pretty well for themselves. Although, I'm not remembering. I know that in the Masterwork mod, farming takes a lot longer. And you need quite a bit more farms. I think in the vanilla version, a farm this size should do pretty well for us, but I'm not 100% certain. Yeah, there's no seasons, though. Like, oh, it's way down there! Oh, I was gonna say there's no seasons anymore. I couldn't, because I was just looking up here. They've changed the display. Well, that's interesting. So, yes, spring, autumn, winter. Okay. So, all seasons plump helmet. And then we'll wait for that to finish, and we'll do cave wheat. Build, workshop, craft dwarf. We just subbed. Joe Luoto! Thank you very much for subscribing. This is going to be, like, really weird to everyone just watching it on YouTube later. Because they're like, what are all these pop-ups? What does the subscribing mean? I've subscribed on YouTube, and there was no pop-up. But this is a twitch.tv live stream. Okay, now we'll get some proper crafts wars. That's what was going on before. That's all there was. I'm actually going to get rid of this dump area. And I can... Oh, did I not set that one to get dumped either? Okay, that's fine. Now they can use that stone. Will no longer be in the way. He's still setting up that first farm. There we go. People are planting seeds. Oh, stockpile. Food stockpile. We're going to set here. And then we'll change it to be a seed stockpile only. Change settings. Go to food. We're going to block all. And then go down to seeds. And we're going to permit that. So now they will only store seeds up here. And we'll probably set up some more farms later on. But this will be good to start. There we go. How are we doing on booze and everything? We still have lots of drink. Thank God. Oh. The last thing you want to do is run out of booze. Turn down the music a little bit, maybe. I don't want it to be too loud. Oh, we're out of plump helmet spawns? I think that's probably unlikely. I think they were just competing over them. You can cook seeds. You can convert them to sort of paste and then eat them that way, but usually not something that comes up. And you have to be cave wheat. That's the other thing I brought with me. Tell you what, we don't have sweet pods, but if we get some, you will make sweet pods in the spring, cave wheat in the summer, more cave wheat in the fall, and or you know what, maybe it'll be more plump helmets. There we go. Plump helmets in the spring and winter, and then summer and autumn you can do cave wheat for variety. It's usually better to have the same thing growing over and over. It's much more efficient because of reasons, but there we go. And I like a little bit of food variety, so we'll try to get that in there. I should be pretty good food-wise. How's our jobs going? Doors are coming through well. Beds still haven't started. Oh, because we don't have a carpenter's workshop, right? We're still missing that. Is it still going to have the problem? I think that's probably true, isn't it? So I always do this. I built like a mini base on the surface, and then I go and build more impressive rooms a little bit lower down. Someone's thirsty. That's what the downward blue arrow is, so he's going to go over to the beer barrels and drink there. I should actually widen these doors a tiny bit. Make it easier for people to get through. Reduce the chance of a bottleneck. Has everything been brought in? No. What's still out here? Wine barrels. Yeah, that's true. The area over here is still full of stuff. The part of the problem is there are rocks there, and I guess I could dump those out. You know what? We'll make a dump. The other thing I gotta remember is I gotta make some nest boxes for my birds. Dump, 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 dump. Because the stones that are sitting here get in the way of my stockpiles. Alright. Still have to wait for the dwarves to move them. Well, that's okay. We got plenty of arrows. That's what these diagonal lines are. So plenty of bolts if there's going to be more hunting. Although the problem now is it's still like humanoids. And actually, I don't like the patch that added all these. Basically, for any creature that exists in the world, you can get these humanoid versions of them. And, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Did I dump barrels? We'll fix it. Oh, yeah, I did. But that's okay, because we can get that back. In fact, I'll reclaim this whole area later on, so it's going to be fine. It's a meat barrel. Someone's just sleeping on the floor. It's going to make them unhappy. Hunting the wombat earlier. Fighting. What are they impacting with? Full force of the impact. They might have fallen off of something. I saw this earlier, and it was a raven. And this is a bird-type person. Is it possible that these are people who are in trees when the trees get chopped down? Look at all these fluffy white bushes. It's beautiful. Still raining. Got a bit of a pond over there. We'll call it Amy's Pond. Just because we can. Trees make wood. Wood makes elves angry. Yeah, if you chop down too many trees, the elves will get really pissed. Also, if they come to trade... Oh, speaking of trade, I better set up a trade caravan. A trade depot. A depot. I don't usually like setting it up outside, though. But right now, they can't bring their wagons in because of the wall. So I will put it outside, and then later on, we'll kind of wall off this area in a safer fashion. But yeah, we got to get a trade depot going ASAP, because if traders come... Oh, and also, we can start creating our rock mugs. So the dwarven mug industry is going again. We'll set, like, a job to make, like, 60 of them. Also, we could do rock mechanisms. Oh, I love that. Rock instruments. Rock instruments. Yeah. I think they mean something else. I think they mean instruments made out of rocks. There we go. We'll queue up those so we'll start to get an industry because we need to be able to trade some random goods to people. Yes, the mug economy. Use something other than mugs. Yeah, you can do any, like, so at the Craft Dwarf workshop, if I, oh, no, stop removal, that's not what I meant. If, you can do all kinds of crafts. Let's say you go into the rock area here, you've got miscellaneous crafts, you've got mugs, instruments, other things like this. You can literally sell whatever you want. I like selling mugs because, they're easier to find, then everything has the word mug in it, as opposed to crafts, which will come in a bunch of different flavors. Yeah, we need nest boxes. Make them out of rock? Yeah. Let's make a handful of those. And also allocate a pasture out here. This is going to be a pen/pasture. And we will need to assign our water buffalo and horse. I don't think the birds need to be in a pen. I don't know if they graze or not. I don't know. We'll assign them there. It won't hurt. The God Emperor of Mug. Hey, where's my mug? I should have some coffee, actually. I finished my Coca-Cola. Put that in the blue box. Industry's going. Everyone's still very busy. Planting seeds, constructing rock thrones. Excellent. I like thrones way better than chairs. My dwarves deserve better. What is going on with this guy? Why is he all question marky? Whoa. Yeah, there's full descriptions of everyone. And they're quite big. Quite content lately, annoyed by flies, slept on a rough cave floor recently. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that pretty soon. I'd like to smooth out these areas too. So, our bed industry should start to go now that we finally have... suspended, no, yeah. Remove building then. Tell you what, let's remove one of these Craft Dwarf workshop. We've got too many of them. Remove one, we'll put a Carpenter's workshop right there. We don't need 3 Craft Dwarves right now. I mean, we don't have that many dwarves assigned to it. We need to get our beds going, because we need bedrooms. Or at least a, some sort of dormitory. Power 46, fishery worker cancels fish. Horrified. What are you horrified at? You just saw Kia? Is that it? They're not bad cars. You can chill out. It's nice that our fishing is technically underway, though. Fish is good eating. Especially if you're a golem. What are you up to? Planting seeds. Oh, okay. Good. Keep planting seeds. Everyone's still busy. Now, things are still going to be slow going right now because we only have a certain number of dwarves, but soon we will have more and more and more of them. Did I just rebuild a craft dwarf workshop? God damn it. Oh, because I hit R. It's supposed to be C, isn't it? C for carpenters. Oh, and that technically blocks that doorway. That is very funny. Alright, I'm gonna do this, even though like it'll look stupid. Listen, we're gonna set up some proper areas later on. This is a game you can play for like hours and days and months in one game, actually, if you've gotten pretty good and you like don't have your fortresses just die on you. Tashi, thank you for subscribing. Dwarves can into space. Build a huge diving board and drop caged goblins into the pool. Yeah, we're gonna have to make a moon door. But she is flimsy, apparently. Well, no idlers. Everyone's still busy, which is good. As long as people stay busy, I'm not going to complain too much, but I would like to dig out some bedrooms and things. Okay, carpenters. Waiting for a carpenter to show up, but we've got carpenters, right? They're probably just doing something else. We just got the one. Robin Guard is our carpenter. And quite a good one at that, so. What else is he? Crossbow maker, woodcutter, farmer. Tell you what, we're going to take you off farming and tanning and plant gathering. There we go. Okay, you're currently storing items in the stockpile, which is reasonable. Everyone's got to do that to a certain extent. Still got tons of things marked as being dumped as well that haven't come up yet. Said, what I'm going to do here, while I've got some time to remember it, is I'm going to dig a hole here. Doesn't have to be very big, but it's going to be just big enough so that we can build a bridge over it later and use it as a moat. Right now, dwarves will still be able to go through here because there'll be like ramps on the sides, but I want to start making preparations. We're going to have, say, like... that's too big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be a huge dining room. We'll leave some nice pillars in here. Something like that. It will actually need to be slightly bigger than this. Here, I'll do it this way. Oops. We can still have some cool corners. For a second there, it was sort of looking a little like a creeper face. So we'll do that for the dining room, and then over here we're going to start some bedroom areas. Okay. Oops. Not even, that's fine. I can't even. Yeah, this is a Phoebus tile set. And autumn has come. So in late autumn will be our first trade caravan. We've started to get mugs, which is good. Oh, we need to start making some bins to store the stuff in. Otherwise, it's going to be incredibly inconvenient. And right now, we're going to be limited to wooden bins. I don't think rock bins are a thing in vanilla. In Masterwork, you can make rock bins but you need blocks. You need to make blocks first, then you can make bins. Please, no matchstick bedrooms, but they're so convenient and fast. Come on. All right, let's unpause. I feel like there was something else I wanted to do, but now I can't can't recall. Oh, here's the thing I want to do. I like this trick. You set everyone to masonry. Okay, absolutely everyone in there. But then what you do is you go to your actual mason's workshop. Right here. And you go into the workshop profile. And you require that they have at least novice skill to work it. So everyone who's totally unskilled at being a stonemason won't actually do masonry, but it means that they will build walls and stuff, because you need the masonry skill for walls, and for walls, the skill doesn't matter. 2x3 bedrooms with a noble furniture set minimum. Oof. Oof. Oh, bins, that's what I was going to check out. No, you can make cabinets, but yeah. So we're going to have to queue up wooden bins, which will require quite a bit of wood, but we want a lot of it. I'm going to queue up a job of 30 to finish after the beds. We don't have that much wood right now inside. We probably want to chop down one more tree here. Maybe a couple of them. I have tons of wood available because we will go through it quite a bit. Actually, I suppose I should use... Oh, what is this? Oh, that's a water buffalo calf. I thought it was an animal. I'm like, hunt it! There's still a lot of things that are getting freaked out, though. Probably as the wild critters come by. What are we looking at now? Yeah, still the humanoids. Beds are being produced. Good, yeah, we definitely have to get started on the bedrooms. Let's set a hotkey. You know what, we're going to make this one F3. Zoom to there. And set another hotkey. This will be F4. Zoom to there. And then my F2 can be my farming. There. F1, F2, F3, F4. Good stuff. Ah, the matchstick bedrooms are so easy. But you're right, they're ugly. We should strive for a little bit more beauty. I'll tell you what, I'll set up my macro right now for my bedrooms. So, Control R, recording a macro. Cancel recording, save, 2x3 bedroom, going left. And now if I play, there we go. Cancel this out, and actually cancel that for now, and this as well. We'll get back to you. Actually, my macro shouldn't have included the doorway, maybe? I don't know. We'll just have to make some more macros. Whoops. Cancel recording. Go into dig mode. Get myself in the right position. Record. Cancel record. And if I play this, actually, yeah, it'll just play that. I don't actually have to save the macro. There we are. We'll probably use a macro to furnish it as well, because that can take a lot of little work. But we're going to have to make sure to have a lot of beds first. And that has to be dug out. Okay. Alright, not bad. You know, we've been streaming for about an hour and a half at this point, actually, because we did start a little bit early, so I think it's going to be time for me to take a break. I'm going to put a quick pause, and I will be back in a minute, folks. See you soon. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment. Did you know I read every single comment someone leaves on my video? That's insane. Why would I do that? I don't know, but I'll read yours.